Hey everyone, welcome back to KBS Technocraft Tutorials, Mastering Unit Test using pytest, Part 4, Markers in pytest. Today, in this tutorial, we are going to understand what are markers, how to use different type of markers, custom markers, advantage of markers. Before we dive into today's video, I wanted to take a moment to invite you to join my channel KBS Technocraft. If you like what you see, please consider hitting the subscribe button. By subscribing, you will never miss out our latest videos and updates. Your support through subscribing would be greatly appreciated and it will help me to continue creating valuable content for you. So, first we'll try to understand what are the markers and then we'll try to go with few examples. In pytest, markers are very useful. So markers in pytest are a special annotation that you can add to your test function to provide additional information or categorize your test. They can help you to organize and manage your tests more efficiently and provide advantages such as test categorization. Markers allow you to categorize your test based on different criteria such as skip tests, expected failure, performance tests, smoke tests, etc. This help you to easier filter your run specific categories of tests, making it easier to manage and maintain your test suite. For example, let's say consider you have a requirement to group a certain test case based on the certain categories. For example, you want to group all the test cases in different modules in a smoke test. In that case, we can define those test cases as a marker under smokes, and whenever we want to run it, we will select that particular marker or tag to run that test cases. So it will give you a logical grouping of a certain test cases which can execute it based on requirement. Then the next advantage of this is that test customization. Markers allow you to customize behavior of your test. For example, you can skip tests that are not relevant to a certain situation or set timeout for tests which are not relevant to a certain scenario. Other advantages of using markers are test documentation. Markers provide a way to document important information about your test, such as reason of skipping a test, expected failure, or a special requirement for running a test, that is, specific hardware or software configuration. This documentation can be helpful for understanding the purpose and context of the test, making it easier to maintain and update them in future. Test organizing, as we have mentioned, we can organize or group our test case based on a marker. So markers allow you to organize your tests into a logical group, making it easier to navigate, understand, and run it. Then test extensibility. PyTest allow you to define your own custom marker, giving you the flexibility to create markers that you specific to your project or a particular function module. So let's try to create some example and go with example and see that how we can create it. So there are two kind of markers are there. One is system defined markers and one is custom markers. System defined markers which comes under pytest module which we can use it in different test functions, and the custom markers which we can create on demand basis whatever we require. So first we'll try to understand and use it the system defined markers, and then we will try to use create the custom defined markers. So we will try to first use the skip. Let's say consider you have a test cases and there are few test cases which you want to skip it. In that case, how you will be able to skip those test cases? So in pytest there is a marker available to skip the test case. So for example, this is the way how we can skip it. Now I have not imported the pytest, so let me import pytest here. Import pytest and test. So here all the test cases or test functions where you want to skip it, you need to decorate with a marker called skip. So first we have to import pytest, and then we need to add a decorator pytest.mark.skip, and then this region is optional. If you want to have it, it's okay, otherwise you can leave it blank. So let's go in the test and see that how does it works. So if you see here, we are having a text example. I am going to rename it skip. Okay, so I have given as a skip so that we can. So you see that this test case is now become test skip, and when I run it, you will be able to see this test case is getting a skip. That means it's not running. Similar way, we have other which is called skip if. So if a certain condition is true, or you want to have some certain condition check, if that condition is true, then only you want to skip it. In that case, you can have that decorator with a boolean value. For example, if you see here, we are using a skip if marker which is available in pytest, and then we are having a condition. This condition we have just mark as a true, and in that case what will happen, whenever whatever the condition you are going to define it here, if that condition is true, in that case then this particular test case will skip. So for example, I will just rename it skip if, save it. So we have this test case. Let me expand a little bit. So we can see that it's a test skip if is there, and if I run it, it will be skipping. But let's make that condition as a false. What will happen in that case? It will be running this test case. So if you see, it will run this test case. Okay. So based on the condition, it will either execute, either skip it. Now let's move on the next section where we are going to discuss the other markers. For example, parameterized, which I have explained parameterized tests in more detail in the separate video, but I would like to cover only one scenario here, and I'm going to write a simple parameterized method here, function here, test function. So this test function is very simple, which is having a three set of test data where we are going to test that. The first is input parameter x and y, and third one is the sum of that. So this test is going to run three times and check that if the given value of the a and b is equal to expected or not. For example, here in the first scenario, it will go 1 plus 2 equal to 3, then it will pass. So let me save this and run it. So if you run it, you will be able to see this test case is going to convert into the three subtest cases, and it's going to run. Now we are going to look on the xfail marker. Xfail marker is just to ignore a particular test case if it's a fails. For example, if you are having a test case and you know this test case can be failed in a particular environment and you want to ignore it, in that case we can use it. So let's consider you have a test case and then you want to ig- ignore that fail of that. So for example, in this scenario, is if you see this test case is is going to fail because 1 plus 1 is not equal to 3, and this is going to fail. But when you run this, it will ignore that scenario. For example, let's say save this. So this is the test case. When I run it, even though it's failed, it does not say anything. But if you comment this, you will be able to see this test case is going to fail it. So there will be some scenario when you know this test case is going to be failed. In that case, you can mark this test case with the X fail. In that case, it will ignore that result and it will not mark as a fail. Okay, now let's move it to next one, and in this we are going to discuss about the timeout. Timeout is also a marker which Basically, it set a timeout for a test. So for example, if a test case is taking more than a certain amount of time, then we can set up the timeout. So let me try to type it here. And okay, so in this test case, if you see, let me rename it to timeout. So in this test case, you can see that timeout is 5 seconds. So if this test case is running more than 5 seconds, then what will happen? This test case will time out. So let me run this test case, save it and run it. So this is where this timeout happened. So this can be useful when you have a certain scenario when you are having external dependencies or calls during your test cases, and you want to ignore or you want to skip that particular test when a particular test case is taking more than expected time. In that case, we can mention that timeout on, decorate that timeout on the top of that particular test case, and it's going to skip it after certain time or time out that particular test on certain time. Okay, so next we are going to discuss about the smoke. Let's say consider you want to categorize a certain test cases as a smoke test case. Then in this PY test, there is already predefined marker is there, which is called smoke. So this test case will be considered as a smoke test case, and we can define multiple test cases as a smoke, and then you can group it and you can write. Similar way, we can group our test cases as a performance and regression. And in the next example, which I'm going to discuss it, in that we will discuss how to run this test case based on a particular tag, or we can say a particular mark. So I'm going to define, in next example, I'm going to define a custom marker. So in this custom marker, what will happen? The marker will not be available in the pytest module, but we are going to create our own marker. So for example, in this scenario, we have created a marker name called my custom marker. So in this way, if you have multiple test cases, let me try to add it multiple test cases, and we will see how we can execute it. So for example, this is example 2 and this is example 1 for time being, and both are decorated with the custom marker now. So if I save it, I can see this example 1 and example 2 are there. Sorry, example 2, I have example 2 are here, and if I save it, I can see the two test cases are here, and if I run it, both the test cases will get passed. Okay, but now let's say consider this is smoke. This is smoke. Let's say consider this is smoke, and now you want to run only my custom marker test cases. So in that case, what will happen when you run using this, you will be able to run it. Now let's say consider there are multiple test cases in the different uh, uh, module, in the test module, and then you want to run it. So how you run it? To run that in Visual Code, is that option is not there, but here we can run it. So we can open command prompt and we can run the test case by using pytest and then give -m, and then we can give the custom marker name. So when you run it, you will be able to see this result is displayed. So similar way, if you have a smoke test cases and you want to run it, you can use